Welcome to The Sound, KQAL FM's weekly behind-the-scenes look at Midwestern-made music. From writing and recording to distribution and promotion, The Sound is your source for new releases and exclusive interviews from Midwestern artists. Support for The Sound is made possible by a grant from the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Rolling.
Tonight on The Sound, we check out the debut EP, Porch Light, by the Minnesota-based band Porch Light. Starting in the summer of 2024, they have quickly came together with a mission to break the barriers in the indie world and provide authentic and raw performances with a bit of a basement feel. In the band, there's Zach Fogarty on guitar, Jackie Uhas on vocals, Henry Hughes on bass, Kyle Simon on guitar, and Isaiah Trembo on the drums. Tonight, we have Kyle, Zach, Henry, and Jackie talking with us today in the studio to chat about their love for playing and how they plan on not stopping anytime soon. With teasing new songs they have yet to release and plan to play during their first tour this June, they're Minnesota's new and up-and-coming band, according to me. I'm Ellie Herrick, telling you to turn it up and tune in as we give you a glimpse of Porch Light's debut album, tonight on The Sound. That was Call Me Out off of their debut EP, Porch Light. We have some of them in the studio today. It's so nice to get to meet you guys. Would it be cool if we just run around and said your name so people can recognize your voice to your name?
Yeah, so I'll start. My name's Kyle Simon. I play guitar in the band.
My name's Zach Fogarty. I play guitar also.
I'm Henry Hughes. I play bass.
I'm Jackie Uhas and I sing.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Of course. Thank you for having us.
Of course. I'm so happy to be talking to you guys today. I've been following Porch Light for a little bit, and this is kind of like a dream come true for me. So,
Oh my gosh, stop it. That's so nice. Thank you.
oh, thank
thank
you guys. You guys make great music, and I'm happy to highlight that for you guys today. So you guys started playing in basements, and now you're playing shows in Art Beat and the cities, to even now going on your first tour. So first, can you kind of explain like how you guys are feeling as a band, and also like, do you guys ever get a break?
That's a great question.
That's a great question.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of like a proactive industry in the sense where, like, you know, we are always trying to do something and like be present. And so in that sense, like, no, there's not really ever a break, but there's definitely like downtime between different events, whether it's like touring or recording or playing shows, releasing music.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you can never really clock in or clock out of, but it's pretty worth it considering like what it is, and it's just something that we all love so much. So, you know, we don't really get a break, but just because
You don't really,
you can
you don't really
take
want a
breaks
break either, though.
Right.
Yeah.
I think something unique that I see with you guys is that you guys have such a passion and willingness to play, to even asking people like in the Madison area, if, like, you guys can like play in their basement. Kind of what has that been like?
I mean, we literally just want to we want to play as much as we can, and some of the on our like the tour we're going on here, it's not hitting. It's like a smaller tour, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to like just add as much as we could to it, and like I said, we just want to play. So we want to get to as many people as we can and play to them, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah, like we're even playing in like some basements on this tour.
Right.
I guess that hasn't been announced yet, but yeah. So it's been cool, the response, to see like people's willingness to host and just like hang out, and like, I don't know, it's been really cool to see that.
Right. And it's like where we kind of started. We started in the basement, and we want to, you know, no matter how like big we get or if we keep growing, you know, like we want to keep that basement feel and want to like keep doing that in a way, you know.
We'll be back to talk more with Porch Light, but we're going to play another tune from their new EP, which released early April. This next song is called Fallback, and you might have heard this one before, but if you haven't, you're listening to it now on The Sound on KQAL.
What am I supposed to say?
That was Fallback off their new EP called Porch Light. And so your song Fallback, I feel like that kind of has been the song that started it all for you guys. That song gained a lot of popularity early on. How did your band come together, and how did Fallback happen?
So Kyle and the drummer Isaiah, who's not on right now, but us three, we met in high school, and didn't really do much with music. But then once we all got to college, we all kind of lived around Minneapolis. I went to the U, and we just started jamming, meeting up, and then the band formed like a year ago. It was just us three kind of jamming again, and then Kyle, do you want to tell how you met Jackie?
Oh yeah, we were looking for a singer, and she was in a bar called Como Tap. Shout out Como Tap. And she was singing karaoke in there, and then just asked her, like, you want to be in a band? You want to join a band? And she was super excited about it, and the rest is history. And then she brought in Henry because she was friends with him to play bass, and that's kind of how we got our start.
And then with Fallback, the way we kind of write songs is just either one person will bring a part to the table, and then everyone else will fill in their own parts, or like Jackie will bring lyrics or a melody or something, and then we just have this like really cool trust in each other that lets us like all write the songs like in a really cohesive way, and it's just cool.
You started with the riff, right? And then I kind of wrote something over it for Fallback?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And Henry was laying down some chords or something.
Yeah, I think we wrote that in, or like the instrumental part in the living room, and then pretty stripped down. And then I came back with a completely different chorus, mind you, lyrically. It was the same melody, but there was something, I don't even remember what it was, but the chorus was kind of different. And then we went and practiced it full band, and it just like, I just changed it while we were running it. And then it's to When You Were Mine, that part. And it just kind of fit. And then we literally played it in New York like 2 weeks later after.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
It started out like 2 chords, and then when we realized like we had an opportunity to play a show in New York, and we like didn't have a whole lot of songs yet, but we needed to kind of fill the time, and we started working on that one, and we finished it within, I don't know if it was a few days or like a week before we played that show, and then it ended up going really well.
Yeah, that one happened pretty organically, and I feel like a lot of our music happens that way, but it's like, I mean, each song's kind of different. Like, we could spend a few weeks on a song just because we keep having to leave it and come back to it, or we just write it in like 2 days and it's done. It's kind of weird.
So you guys write your songs together, like you said. When you guys write a song, how do you know when it's finished?
Just when everyone feels good about it and the way we all play it. And like we end up playing them so much that they just kind of form into what they are.
Yeah, we'll kind of say like, oh, this one needs a bridge, or this one needs another verse or something like that. But like when a good one comes together, I guess it just sounds corny, but like, I don't know, you can just kind of feels good.
It's kind of a feeling, like we all just get really excited about it in our individual parts, and I feel like that's when you kind of know when we're just like super stoked to play it. I'm really excited to sing it, and I feel proud of my lyrics, and the guys are just like, really into it, and they're feeding off of each other. I mean, they can telepathically communicate, so when there's smiles on their faces and they're playing it, I kind of know that like, hey, this is going to be a good one.
Speaking of a good one, this next tune I got is one of my favorites, and maybe it can be yours too. It's called Honey, and it's off of Porch Light's debut EP, and you're listening to it on The Sound on KQAL.
Missing you, honey. What we had is gone. If you call, I'm picking up. I would risk it all. Seeing you, loving. I've had enough. It was always too much for me, giving you up. I don't mind bleeding, the price to pay for love, keeping on despite my weakness. You have become going out screaming, you're messing with my heart, my heart. Oh honey, guess it's just the way we are.
That was Honey off their new EP called Porch Light. They have recently announced a tour for the month of June, so maybe they're playing somewhere near you. I'm wondering about your tour that's coming up. What can fans expect?
We're gonna play the EP and some new songs. One thing we really value in a live show setting is just maintaining, like Kyle said, this basement energy and this really intimate connection with our fans. So I'm really excited because these rooms aren't, like Kyle said, they're not huge rooms right now. They're kind of small clubs, and just to connect on a personal level all across the country in these rooms, and kind of bring that small room energy that's really fun and dancey and and it's just a good time. They can go onto our website. It's linked in all of our bios all across social platforms. Our website would probably be the best place to go. Otherwise, you can go to the individual venues in your cities, and they will also have ticket links.
I'm wondering, what does your recording process look like? How did you put the EP together?
Yep, 5 songs, 4 days. We met up with a producer that Henry knew from a way back. His name is Caleb Wright, and he's from Minneapolis, and he's done a lot of cool stuff on his own or with other groups. But we met up with him, and he just kind of guided us through this whole process of recording and finding our own sound and doing everything in the way that was intentional in the way that we wanted to do it. And it was just really cool working with him. We went into this thing we got to get 5 songs done in 4 days. We're not gonna have any time. And then the first thing that he said to us, he's like, all right, you guys want to I don't know, get dinner today, maybe we'll start tomorrow. He was just so casual about it, and he knew we were gonna be fine, pretty much. Yeah, it took the pressure off, kept guiding us in the way that we wanted to go. And then we came out at the end with the whole EP, the 5 songs, and we're all so proud of them that it's really cool to see that other people enjoy them too.
Up next, we're going to play another tune from their new EP, Porch Light. This song is called Overflow, and you're listening to it on The Sound on KQAL.
Just tonight,
was Overflow off their new EP called Porch Light. I'm here talking with them today, and where does the name Porch Light come from?
Yeah. So that the basement we always played in is at my house, and it's just this really old, terrible frat house, and it has a nice deck on the back, a porch. We before we went to the basement like during the winter. We would always meet up there, jam up there, and it was super nice out. And then I think Jackie thought of the name, and then it was one of the only ones we could agree on. So
Yeah, I went and grabbed a beer and was like texting my friend, and we're just like riffing, sending different names. And I can't remember if it was her or if it was me, but we were just like, oh yeah, we practiced on this. It's technically a deck, but we were calling it a porch. Porch light sounds better than deck light.
Deck light.
yeah.
I think because you use it as a front door, like the door that you come in through up there is a front door. I'd classify it as a porch.
But yeah, that's how we got the name.
Where can people find your music and your tunes and stay updated with all the things that you guys do?
Definitely for music. I mean, you can find us on pretty much every streaming platform. Apple Music, Spotify. I think we're on SoundCloud too. And then our Instagram kind of does everything for updates. We also have like a little newsletter type thing that you can sign up for and get emails sent to you directly. But yeah, that's on our website. Otherwise, I'd say Instagram is probably going to keep you most up to date with all things Porch Light.
PorchlightTheBand. That is our Insta.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Great job, Kyle.
Thanks, man.
Where do you see the future of the band going? Like, where do you see you guys in 5 years?
It's really cool being a part of this group because we all have like the same shared vision. Like everyone is so ambitious, and we just want like everything. So we want to work hard and make the music we want to make, and then eventually play stadiums somewhere is the dream.
Awesome. Well, I'll be there when that happens.
Let's go.
I guess. Oh, this is corny. Like, we have so many people always being like, man, I wish I could start like a band in my basement and stuff. I would say just people should just start making music, because like we just started making this with no intention of doing anything beyond like playing basements. Like that was our goal from the beginning. And whether it's you're doing that or doing a lot more, like it's just a great time, and we love doing it and like, giving back to the community however we can. So
If you want to do it, just do it.
Yeah,
don't make a band.
all you need is some instruments and a room to play in. But yeah, anyone who's ever listened to our music, thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My bad.
So true, Kyle.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys so
thank
much
you.
for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been talking to Porch Light based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You can find them at a show or a basement near you. The last tune I got for ya is called Push and Take, and it's from their new EP, which you all should check out on your favorite streaming platform. It's called Porch Light, and for now, it's my pleasure to play it here on The Sound on KQAL.
Push and take, you know I can't make you wanna stay. Give it back, you know I can't keep living this way. So close to where you are, but I have no peace, and you feel so far, keeping me strung up in the dark, watching me fall apart. Get it done, I've waited too long. Tell me that you're moving on. Tell me that you're moving on. Push and take, you got nothing better to say. Give it back, you got nothing for
Thanks again to Porch Light for joining us tonight on The Sound. To hear more from Porch Light, you can find them on their website, porchlighttheband.com, and you can also follow them on their social media at porchlighttheband to catch up on all things Porch Light. For more deep dives into local and regional music, tune into The Sound every Wednesday night at 6, right here on 89.5 KQAL. You can also listen to past episodes of The Sound with extended interviews and exclusive content on your favorite streaming services. Find links at kqal.org. I'm Ellie Herrick, and we just heard from Porch Light on The Sound.
Thanks for listening to The Sound. The Sound is produced by KQAL-FM on the campus of Winona State University. Visit us online at kqal.org. Theme music for The Sound provided by Mike Terrell of Fires of Denmark.